Hello everyone, welcome back to yet another political episode. So, I guess all the happiness has suddenly faded away within our own party. The Uniparty is at it again, and once again, the honeymoon period, we're still in it, and we are looking forward to that new Congress coming in. You start a new Congress and the inauguration of Donald Trump, but boy, we have a lot to get through. Supposedly, we have to get there without a government shutdown. And that's ultimately what we need. No, we do not need a government shutdown. And I'm saying, hey, you know what? I'm frustrated. I'm frustrated with Republicans in Congress. I'm also frustrated with Democrats in Congress. Because for some reason, we didn't have the coordinates to actually get to work on this bill that when it's on our desks. What actually mattered most was our vacations. So we go and take our vacations. And then when government shut down and when it's time for this bill to be passed, okay, let's pass the bill. And it doesn't pass because not everyone's on board with it. And what happens now? Supposedly we have to create this new spending bill, this new bill, with very, very, very little time. And we know what the liberal media is doing. Heathcom Jeffries is blaming Republicans. Heathcom, no, you're to blame too, because you and your fellow Democrats take your money and go on your little paid vacations. And now you want to beg for more money. Pay raise. They're going to vote on a new pay raise. No. This is the problem with Congress. They're getting too many days off. Too many days off. And I get it. Thanksgiving. But then again, there was election day. But even before that, too many days off. They should have been way more conservative about their job. You got elected in the House of Representatives so you can serve the people, get work done. But apparently, you get elected to the House of Representatives only to get paid more money. And just slack on your job. And you come up with this silly, stupid bill that everyone's not on board with it. I formerly liked Mike Johnson. I don't have a problem with Mike Johnson. I do now. I absolutely do now. And it's sad. I thought Mike Johnson could eventually leave this establishment probe and come join this new Trump MAGA Republican Party. And he says he is. Really? Doesn't look like you are to me, Mr. Speaker, because you came up with this silly spending bill that the whole base of your party is clearly against. Donald Trump, they're saying, don't vote for it. Elon Musk saying, don't vote for it. And they're going after Donald Trump and Elon Musk for saying, don't vote for it. You know what? Screw you all. Because you had the whole session to figure this out. And now, at the last minute, we're voting on it, and we found out, it doesn't have enough votes to pass. Why didn't we figure out this beforehand? Well, I don't know. And now we have these Democrat propaganda sites saying ABC, once again, they haven't learned any lesson from their recent millions of dollars given to Donald Trump. The settlement, in other words. Trump threatens government shutdown unless debt limit demand met. Blames Biden. Well, here's the deal. I don't think Biden deserves all the blame. I think all Congress deserves the blame. Democrats, Republicans, because clearly vacation matters more. And we got all these dumb news networks. Yeah, you say, Trump's getting shut down. He's not threatening a government shutdown. He's basically saying, hey, look, we're not on board on this. So you're expecting MAGA Republicans to shut their mouths, sit down, fasten up, and commit to something that they are totally not supporting of. You're expecting them to do that? Oh, but your fellow Republicans colleagues supports it. Yeah, our fellow Republican colleagues have not updated. They're still in this Bush-like era where they're so friendly. Well, okay, it's good to be polite. It's good to be civil. It's good, and I'm not saying that's wrong. But Mike Johnson's being too friendly. We have this guy, Hakeem Jeffries. Pfft. This guy's a clown. Hakeem. He's the reason this is the Democrat bill. This is Democrats. And he's saying, oh, it's bipartisan. No, it's not. It's Democrats. Democrats support it. Mike Johnson has made it bipartisan because he forced the whole Republican Party to take the knee. Everyone take the knee for our fellow Democrats. They had a hard month, a hard year. We got to give them something. No, you're being too friendly. Priority is we need to get something passed. We need to avoid a government shutdown. Guys, Donald Trump is up in approval rating, and we know what they're trying to do. They're trying to take down Donald Trump. And this isn't right. We have even rhino Republicans, the establishment. They're saying Elon Musk, Donald Trump, they should stay out of it. No. Donald Trump, Elon Musk, they're a part of the Republican Party. They're a part of the party, too. Donald Trump was given a mandate to govern. A clear mandate. And you're saying that Donald Trump, Elon Musk, they need to stay out. Stay out of it. It's not your problem. No, yes it is. Yes it is. Because clearly, we're not on the same page. When you have half our party working against us, you know that, you know what, this isn't looking good. It's just frustrating. We need to prevent this government shutdown. Republicans, Democrats alike, we want the government not to shut down. We need it to stay up. This is exactly what happened with Kevin McCarthy. Why is this always happening with a Republican? It's always happening with an establishment Republican, and they blame MAGA Republicans because MAGA Republicans are committing to it. No, yeah, MAGA Republicans are on board with it because Kevin McCarthy and Mike Johnson, they're bending the knee. They're taking the knee to the Democrats. No, we have the House of Representatives. We get to say how this is going to go. We are in charge. We have the mandate. And the American people clearly support the Republican mandate. They said not only do Republicans get to keep the House, but they get to take the Senate. Republicans, MAGA Republicans, they get to lead this country. And you think these Bush era, Romney era, establishment, neocon prototype Republicans get to walk up in their high horse and say, actually, we came up with this idea. No. They think we're some sort of populistic movement. No, we're not. We are the Republican Party. The Republican Party is clearly the MAGA Republican Party. They call it the MAGA Republican Party for a reason. We are the MAGA Republican Party, but Johnson has proven to the country that we're not. The Republican Party hasn't changed. They still support big government. They still support government spending. They still support the elitists. And that the Republican Party is not the party of the working man. the party of patriotism and unity. No, it's not. And they duck and run for cover. They blame Elon Musk and Donald Trump because they actually were participating in the political process. Donald Trump's the president-elect, and Elon Musk is the head of Doge, along with Vivek Ramaswamy. They said no. Why isn't Doge involved in this? How dare Doge get involved in this process? How dare they? How dare they? So obviously, the liberal media is having their best moment since their defeat there in 2024. And this is just it. Trump's not even in office yet, and we're falling apart. Guys, I don't want my party to fall apart. I don't think we want to repeat of what happened last year. So if they vote to renominate Mike Johnson, so be it. To me, I want what Trump wants. If Trump decides to give Mike Johnson another chance, go ahead. But we need our party to be strong. This is what happens all the time. Our brain's not wired to our hands. We tell our left hand to move and it doesn't. While the right one does. It's just so pathetic. We need an actual government bill. This has happened so many times. So many times. Good news. I want to know what Fox News is saying in regards to this. Trump has issued new spending bill demands. So obviously, everyone wants this bill to pass. There's no side in this country. Because what happens when government shutdown happens? Well, supposedly, this hurts the American people. And ultimately, I care about that. President-elect Donald Trump encouraged Republicans to block the massive stopgap funding measure put forward by House Speaker Mike Johnson, Republican from Louisiana, and instead support a streamlined package that would deliver aid to farmers and those impacted by natural disaster. Better. That's way better. Now, supposedly, what's the deadline for this? I would like to know, when's the deadline for government? Deadline. Okay, this is 1 day old. The AP, don't trust them, they're saying, government shutdown looms as Trump demands Congress deal with the debt ceiling. Well, at least Donald Trump is doing something. Yeah, this guy, once again, it's just frustrating. I just suggest, Mike Johnson, you've screwed up this bad. You need to step down. You need to not run for re-election. Please do not. Because if you run, buddy, do you really think the MAGA Republicans are going to walk behind you? I don't know if Trump won't. He might eventually will have to if we don't find a speaker. But this is what I'm afraid of. I'm afraid that we're going to have a repeat where we have 3 rounds of voting. 3 rounds. Three rounds of voting. And it took a month. a waste of time. Johnson has three main options to avert a shutdown. None of them are looking good. I think Mike Johnson very well, and rightfully so, should be very stressed out by this, more than I am. I think he needs to focus on getting his own party on board, not the Democrats. The Democrats are the minority in the House. Therefore, in reality, he should be going for the Republicans. Yeah, you got a 2-seat majority. That's the sad reality. But all you get two MAGA Republicans angry, like Byron Donalds, and I know Byron Donalds says he's not going to vote for it. Marjorie Taylor Greene's not going to vote for it. Yeah, Mr. Johnson doesn't have a path forward. It's just frustrating. Absolutely frustrating, because we went through this in 2023. We are not going to go through it again. And hopefully he does drop out. I think Speaker Johnson, he has dug himself in a hole that he can't get out of. And I encourage him to drop out of the speaker bid in January. Drop out. Because clearly, I can tell you this, a lot of my channel will not support Johnson after this. I'm not sure if I totally support him anymore. And I know for sure he doesn't have the votes to win. No way! It's time for the Republican Party to be better, and we thought it was. It's actually now the Democrats becoming the party of failure. But when we come to the stupid legislative of course, routine we do every 2 years, this is pathetic. So yes, give Republican the Senate Republicans credit. They did stick with one vote for John Thune. They did one round and they were done. I want it to be like that. One round. We don't need another round, because then guess what? We deprioritize the interests of the American people. And we do not need that. So ultimately, Republicans need to get their acts together. Donald Trump, not his fault. Elon Musk, not his fault. Whose fault is it? It's everyone's fault. Democrats and Republicans. They should have been taking vacation. No. Are you kidding? You deprioritize this bill and put your precious little vacation in front of it. No. Bill comes first, then fun. That's how we grew up with. Work first, then fun. And apparently when we're grown adults doing grown-up work, like in the government, we still don't know that. We put vacation instead of serious stuff like a bill. And because of that serious stuff is not being put in place, guess what happened? Oh, we'll just do the bill when we get back from vacation. Okay, it's back for vacation. You have weeks until the government shutdown. Oh, shoot, we don't have enough votes to get this passed. Oh, this bill was probably going to have no point, no votes to pass regardless. But if they did this like in August, August, September, October, before the shutdown, You know what? We would come up with a plan, and we would have had plenty of time. We just have a couple hours, days. I don't know when the deadline is. The media is so busy focusing on how bad Republicans just blundered this. But they're not even talking about the deadline. It's heartbreaking how we went from winning a mandate and now suddenly we're like, psych. American people gave us a mandate, they gave us a gift. We said we won't let you down, and not even the start of the next Congress, we're already letting them down. How frustrating. Come on, Republicans, get your acts together. So what are your thoughts in regards to these news? It's frustrating. And the future is unclear for the House of Representatives. I can tell you guys, we are not carrying the House of Representatives in 2026. Forget it. If we continue up with this, forget it. It's already not looking good for the Republicans in the House of Representatives in 2026 in the midterms. We have a 2-seat majority, and all Democrats have to do is win over 2 seats. And usually, how the opposing party well, they usually do great in the midterms. And although 2022 is unprecedented, that doesn't mean 2022 is going to become the new precedent. We're seeing polls really great for the Republican Party in the midterms. That's the honeymoon, guys. But when the honeymoon's done and we actually have Trump's first 2 years, and the American people are going to be like, was these 2 years good or were they bad? They don't know. And they're going to vote in the midterms according to that. Some of them will vote by the basis of their bias towards their congressman or woman or their governor. Others will just say, you know what, congressman represents the party in power that's doing a bad job. Therefore, I'm voting for the other party. That's what happens a lot. And that's clearly what happened in 2022. 2018, more relevant, right? Democrats decisively won. There was a blue wave. I don't want that to happen again, guys. Being completely honest with you. But, yeah. And I don't think, Elon Musk, he's saying those who vote for this bill should be primary. Yeah, it's good we rejected this bill. This bill was a disastrous bill. It wouldn't have helped at all. But as far as the future of the Republican Party goes, its leader, Mike Johnson, in the House of Representatives. And one more thing before we end this video. Yeah, I think that primaries do need to happen. Elon Musk says everyone that voted against this bill needs to be primary. Well, here's the sad reality. Yeah, a good proportion. It says, according to The Hill, you have 14 Republicans cross the aisle on the funding bill vote. That's the unfortunate reality. We have all these big deep state Republicans supporting this funding bill. But we only got 14 Republicans. They have the coordinates to say no. 14. 3 Democrats, on the other hand, are like, well, I think more spending should be good. But who are those 14 Republicans? And these are the safe Republicans that we obviously don't need to primary out. They include, all right, I just obviously need to go make sure there's the 3 Democrats. Representative Don Davis of North Carolina, Jared Golden of Maine, Marie Glusenkamp Perez from Washington. Okay, Republicans, Jim Banks of Indiana, Andy Biggs of Arizona. You got Lauren Boebert of Colorado, Tim Burchett from Tennessee, Ellie Crane for Arizona, Matt Gaetz of Florida, Corey Mills of Florida, Wesley Hunt of Texas, Doug Lamborn from Colorado, Nancy Mace of South Carolina. You got Mike Rogers of, is that Alaska? How is that Alaska? Okay, interestingly, I don't know if that's a typo or something. Oh, it's Alabama. Never mind. Alabama. Matt Rosendale, Montana. Greg Stube, Florida. Beth Van Dwayne, Texas. You have Mike Johnson, of course, supporting it. Got Tom Emmer, my congressman, unfortunately. He's supporting it. I'm going to vote him out. I voted against him in the primaries this year. Why? Nothing political. I think I need Emmer to run for governor. That's my problem. Why do you want Emmer to run for governor? Well, I think he's the only guy that can take out the DFL. Face it. I mean, sure, you need a MAGA guy. I don't think it matters here in Minnesota. They love Tom Emmer in Minnesota. My district, they love him. I see Tom Emmer signs everywhere. And even Trump and Emmer signs standing straight up together. You got Democrats that love Emmer. That's my opinion. I understand he's not everyone's favorite guy. And plus, he voted for this silly bill. I believe Scalise voted for it. It's just these top Republican ranking members. They're just one by one. They need to get out. Obviously, you got 14. There's no way we can primary over 190 Republicans. There's no way we can primary 200 Republicans. But obviously, we shouldn't. This is a dire warning. Elon Musk is obviously not wanting to primary all of them. That's impossible. And obviously, it's going to take more than 1 year to primary every single one. But what he's basically saying is, hey, look, this is what's going to happen. It's going to look ugly if you cross roads with us. If you can't go, oh, Elon Musk, mind your own business, Elon. Stay out of it, Elon. And he's all, okay, then we're going to primary you out. Oh, I'm so sorry, Elon. I don't want, please, don't, it's fine. We're cool, Elon. And that's what we want to happen. Obviously, we're going to start using these deep threats. Hey, look, you're going to lose your job if you don't cooperate. Guess what? Donald Trump, like I said before in this video, throughout the periods of times in this video, he has a mandate to govern. If you don't recognize that mandate, guess what? Pew, you're out. If you don't act on that mandate, pew, you're out. And because you're not on board, we have the Democrats getting adrenaline. That's on you. So, anyway, what's your thoughts on this video? I know it's been long, but it's a deep, important video because this is the future of our party. We're not even in office yet, and we're already screwing up. So what are your thoughts? Let me know down below. And as always, see you all in the next political episode.